Hey everyone, it's Suey here. It's time to do another monthly wrap-up check-in video. Today's the last day of February at the time of this filming. This has been quite a crazy month. As you know, if you've been paying attention, I went to two writer/reader/bookish conferences 2 weekends in a row. One of them I bought some books at, which we will talk about in a minute. This is going to be a little bit of a monthly check-in, what I read, and also a little bit of a book haul video. I'm combining the two. I hope nobody freaks out that I'm combining the two of them in one video. So it's been crazy, and I have not read really as much as, I would have liked, but I did get 4 books read. First one is Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano. If I'm saying that semi-correctly. This was a book we read for book club about 4 sisters and a dude. It's kind of a nod to Little Women, but the story to me did not mirror Little Women at all. And it's sad because of people's choices and hurt relationships and things like that, and some subject matter that was covered, like depression and suicide and stuff like that. But it's such a well-written, beautiful book that I loved it and gave it 5 stars, just because I am very much into family generational saga books. So this one felt like that to me, and I really, really enjoyed it. I bought this one at a bookstore fairly recently, and I just wanted to get to it. It's called Nothing Like the Movies by Banter. It is a sequel to Better Than the Movies. This one takes place when our 2 people are in college, and they got together in Better Than the Movies, but then they broke up because the guy was going through some hard times. His dad died. He broke up, and so 2 years has gone by, and now he wants to get back together again. And so it's him trying to win the girl back while they're at college. And it's really fun, and lots of banter, and a great time. For those people who love, I guess it's still considered YA. Yeah, YA romances. And then I decided I needed to fit in my first classic of the year so that I can make sure and fit in 6 classics this year. I got to get one every other month at least, right? So I didn't want to get too behind. So I picked this one, very short, fast, easy one called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. Written in the 60s, one of those classic sci-fi, retro sci-fi books where he's predicting what life might be like in the future of 2021. I did a full-length review / thought video about this one, so be sure and check that out. So I won't go into detail about it right now. It took me a minute to get into it, but then it was really fast reading after that, and I totally enjoyed it. Weird stuff, but interesting stuff also at the same time. I am glad to have finally read this one. I hadn't heard about this one until like a couple years ago when I was looking at a list, and I thought, what a funny title. And now I realize that I should have heard about it. It's not like an obscure book or anything. So I'm glad to have finally read it and know what that's about. This is one I got at the book conference last weekend. It's called Better Than Revenge by Casey West, YA romance. And I have not quite finished it, but I will finish it today. I am so close. It's going to happen in the next little while. So I'm counting it for February. I really love it because I love Casey West. Her books are just such comfort reads for me. And we all know we need some comfort right now. Yeah, this one is about our girl. She wants to get on the podcast team. And her boyfriend at the time tried out also to get on the team. And he got her spot. And she doesn't understand why he would do that to her. And she's very angry. So she breaks up with him, and then she decides to get revenge on him by taking his spot in the football team, which I find interesting. The whole idea of a girl being on a guy's football team isn't even addressed. It's just talked about like that's normal. I'm not sure it's totally normal in our world yet, but maybe it's normal in some places. I don't know. It's going to be a senior year, and he's going to be the star kicker. And so she practices to take his spot as the kicker on the football team. And she gets help by the guy, his nemesis, the guy that he's been competing against all these many years. And she gets help from this guy to learn how to do the kicking job and just train for it. And then she ends up falling in love with that guy, of course. And in the meantime, we're getting this story about her grandma, and she's doing her own little podcast with her grandma telling stories. And so there's a little mystery that they're solving there. And like I said, I haven't quite finished it, so I don't know what happens with the whole kicking thing yet. I don't know if she actually does get revenge. I don't know if we're going to have of course we're going to have happy ever after. Of course. But I'm very anxious to find out if she manages to steal his kicking job from the football team. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So while I'm on the subject of YA romance, I am feeling a little weird about it lately. I just have to say, I'm feeling weird about it. And I have gone through phases in my life where I have felt weird. And I don't know why it's cropping up again. I just don't see anybody else talking about it on BookTube. Like where are my YA romance readers at? Who's talking about these things? I would like to find them. So I feel like when I talk about some of these books, there's nobody out there that's even interested in them. And it bugs me. Like, there's got to be people. They're popular books. I don't know. Do I have any teenager readers that are loving these things, that are watching me talk about them? They probably don't want to watch some old grandma talking about how much she loves YA books. And so that's probably why those readers aren't finding my channel to gush about these books with me. And I feel weird. And I feel weird that this is kind of what I'm writing. I don't know. I got to talk myself out of this space that I'm suddenly in. But I just thought I would throw it out there because it's life, it's reality, it's a thing I go through off and on, and it annoys the crap out of me. But there you go. Okay, so I mentioned that I got this one from this Casey West's latest book. I have all her books, so you know that if she's got a latest, I'm going to buy it. So I bought that one at the conference, and also I bought these 4 other ones. If you watched my vlog about the conference, you'll see me talk about getting these all signed and stuff, but I thought I would just talk about them also on this video. So here's my little tiny book haul. Can't think if I've got any other books recently that I should throw into this video, but I don't think so. I decided to just go ahead and buy whatever I wanted to at this conference because I needed to have retail therapy last weekend, because one of my favorite K-pop guys was in concert last weekend and I should have been there, but I didn't go because I had the conference and because nobody really wanted to go with me and I can't drive there all by myself. And so it was, sad, sad, sad stuff. Cue the violins. So in order to try and forget about my K-pop guy that I wanted to see so bad, I bought books. Here's one by Just Smart Smiley, who is an awesome, awesome illustrator and such a funny dude. I've seen him in lots of different places and he is my favorite. And he is promoting right now these choose your own adventure books. What happens next? Books, graphic novels for kids, middle grade-ish, younger than middle grade. I don't even know if there's an age. But his illustrations are just the best, okay? I love, love, love them. So I actually bought this one for my grandgirls. My grandson is the one that's here that I tend. He's still kind of a baby. But I have some older grandgirls that live in Oregon that I've talked about a bit. And I'm going to send this to them. And they are going to love it, right? I have no idea if they watch this. Talent Show Troubles. So it's choose your own adventure, many, many, many different ways. Go to page, go to page, go to page, go to page, all the way through. My big dilemma right now is, do I hurry and read it myself before I send it to them? I think I'm going to have to. Do you think I can do this in the next couple hours? Maybe I should add this to my February stash of books. I'll count it for March if I do that. I'll count it for March, so no stress there. All right, I also bought Neil Shusterman's latest book called All Better Now. This one is about a virus of happiness. He talked to us, and this is what he does. He likes to take an often done trope and flip it around and then think about the consequences of what would happen. So for instance, Scythe is a book about what if we get what we want? What if everything is good in the world? What if everything is beautiful and we're all happy and nobody dies and there's no disease and cancer is gone and blah, blah, blah. What if? Well, read that book and you'll find out what happens if that beautiful idea comes true. This one is, what if there's a virus of happiness? So now there's a plague going around and everyone is happy. What are the consequences of that? What are the consequences if everyone is always happy? Think about that. That's what this book is about. This is why I'm doing this on this video, because I just want to read my new books. So for March's plans, hopefully I can dig into some of these new ones, like the graphic novel if I sneak it in before I mail it. This one, I would love to sneak that in right now. These other two, this one I started, so maybe I'll keep going. It's just that the words are so tiny, I can't see them. I'm having a little struggle. Instant Karma by Marissa Meyer. I don't think this is her very newest one, but newer-ish. Yeah, 2020. It's not that new. Never mind. I thought it was newer than that. Anyway, so this one's a fun YA romance one too, I think. So, you know, fun, quirky enemies to love story. Perfect for fans of Rainbow Rowell, Maringu, or Meg Cabot. Maybe it's not YA. Maybe we'll read that one if I can see it. And then this is one I've been wanting to read forever and ever. Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I loved her other books. The Daughter Smoke and Bone series. This one is a duology, so just two of them. Probably I won't get to that one this month. It's probably kind of at the bottom of the pile of these other ones, but soon, hopefully. Has anybody read this? Do you love it? It's a Prince honor book too. I love anything that Prince gives awards to. So those are my new books that I hope to get to sooner than later. Also in March, I will be reading The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, which I mentioned in my review of Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, because that is my next book for the Classics Challenge that I'm doing. And I don't know what else I plan to read in March. What else should I read? There's a whole bunch of some of my series books that I mentioned. You guys remember how I did a video of series that I wanted to complete? Maybe I'll read something else that works towards that goal, because I haven't done that yet. There's probably some events going on, but I probably won't do anything in March along those lines. Just gotta read. I'm just gonna read some stuff. I hope you guys find some stuff to read too and enjoy whatever it is. Until next time, happy reading, bye!